now, Big Brother Naija, this season has been very, very different, and a lot of people have so many questions. First of all, the fact that it came in pairs, and we've seen an eviction process like never before. Well, joining me on Rise 360 right now, I've got Tami with me on the show, and I just have to say, hi, ladies.
Hello.
I don't think this has ever happened before. I've never had two people from, like, you know, the same time, and it's like you guys are one almost.
We are one.
You guys are one. You guys are a couple, Tami. So Toya, Dami, it's great to have you both.
Thank you for having us.
You have to apologize. I mean, I have to apologize for asking you probably the most asked question since your interview.
Most asked.
How do you feel? The most asked question. Let's just get that out of the way. How do you feel? You know,
right
really.
now, I feel good. I'm okay. I'm good.
And Dami, we had this conversation earlier. How do you feel?
You know, coming out of the house the first week wasn't a good feeling at first, but you know, it's been almost 4 days, I think, but I think we're feeling pretty well right now.
So I want us to go into before Big Brother, before we come into now. Talk to me about the process of like getting on the show. What was that like?
Can we talk about that? I don't think we can.
No, I mean in the sense that, you know, can you talk about your audition process? Can you talk about how many times you tried to get on the show? Is this your first? I'm not saying tell me how Big Brother said Toyosi and Dami come to my house. I mean, like, how did you try to audition multiple times? Was this your first time auditioning? Whose idea was it to do it? How did you guys become a pair? That's what I want to know.
Okay. This was my first time auditioning, and I got in for the first time, and it was my idea that we go on the show.
Oh, okay. So you went to tell her, you're like, Dami, wake up, I have an idea.
No, I called her, like, Madam, we were even having a fight on that day, and she was at the salon, so I was calling, I was texting her, she wasn't replying, and I'm like, oh God, this is not the right time to be mad. So I called this stylist, and I'm like, please help me give the phone to Dami. And I call her, I'm like, check your phone is important. Oh, no beef now, just check your phone, and then after then, we just talked about it, and then we auditioned.
So what was your reaction when you got that call from her?
It was my second time.
Okay.
I tried it, I think, 2-3 years ago. I mean, I didn't get a call back, but this was my second time. So I was like, are you sure? that was like my first reaction. I was like, okay, let's see. And she was like, oh, the theme is dynamic duo. And I'm like, That sounds nice. I mean, we've got different personalities and we complement each other. So, I mean, let's try it out. Let's see if it works out. And boom.
Boom. You guys got in. I have to just let you know, though, getting in itself is a huge deal. Because imagine thousands and thousands of people with different dynamics and different, you know, twists and turns in their relationship trying to get in, but you both did. So I have to say congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
On actually getting in. Now let's talk about this sisterhood you both have. In a weird way, you both kind of remind me of my sister and I. Now, she is older than I am, but we are best friends. But guess what? My sisters, because I have 4 sisters, and the other 2 would tell us the reason you guys fight so much is because you're so much alike. So I don't know, that's our situation, but what's the dynamic for both of you, your friendship?
So first off, media brought us together.
Okay.
We both used to be in the media space in 2017, 18,
like
19.
Radio?
I was radio, TV, cinematography, photography, that's me. Then she had a show. On TV. Yeah, so that was how we came together. So media kind of like did its thing. Then, you know, afterwards, years after, we just started sinking, you know, started becoming, Alpha, where you did? Where are you? Come. And she's going to slide me all the time. I'm like, what's wrong with this girl? Then, you know, we got together, we started living together, and the rest is history.
Well, you know what they always say about, like, you know, like female friendships being really, really tough. So what's your own take on that? You know, how easy is it? Because, you know, you hear these crazy stories and a lot of, like, for instance, I'd always say, like, my sister is my one friend, my one best friend that I can fight you and kill you, but I know you have my back. So what's it for you guys when it comes to, like, just maintain? Because it's hard.
It is hard, but I think for ourselves, we have just tried to be vulnerable with each other. So yeah,
that's the word right there.
We've been very vulnerable with each other. We express each of our feelings as much as we can, and like we try to understand that okay, this is how you are feeling at this particular time. And if for me, I have like a situation, I might take some step back and like just think about it. But when I come out, I'm like, this is exactly how I'm feeling. This is how you have made me feel. And I do not want to hold any grudge against you. And then I want you to understand where I'm coming from. So that is like the pattern of our communication. Yeah. So because there's no hiding and there's no judgment. So I think, I
think that's very key. No hiding and no judgment.
No judgment.
That's a blessing, though. You all found each other, and you guys are so lucky because you can't say that for a lot of relationships. Yeah. So then, this beautiful friendship, has anything ever tried to come in between that?
Nothing actually.
At all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Not malice, not emotions, nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I love that. we don't keep malice. That's the whole point. We communicate
with anybody. Yeah. We do not keep malice with anybody. So most
even outside our friendship,
we do not keep malice with anybody. It's like, oh, I'm mad at you. This is what you have done. I do not like the way you spoke to me, and then you let it go. That's how we are. Yeah.
Okay, now this beautiful friendship blossomed into this now newfound space you are in, where you are now, in the Big Brother Naija house. So when they called your name out on stage, you both went there with your energy. Your excitement.
Yes.
And the moment you walked through those doors, they opened the door. That's you both right there.
Yeah.
They opened those doors and they said, they are right. You see, that's right. That moment's right there.
Yeah.
For each person, what was the first thing in your head? I'm going to start with you, Tami.
Getting into... Okay, let me say from the stage. I was so nervous. Like, oh my God.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Like, how do I want to start? How do I want to get on the stage? But I just told her, tell me something funny. Oh. Tell me something funny. I just needed to like get it off my mind that, oh, this is actually really happening. And getting on the stage, it just went through like that. And going into the house was, who are all these people? And I mean, it was just, exciting. It was amazing. The feeling was, we did it and we are here.
Yes. And I need you, tell me about yours. Tell me about yours.
I didn't even have any weird feelings until I started hearing my voice from like the stage. They will play your clip.
Okay,
when we were backstage. So I started hearing my voice and I'm like, oh, Jesus, this is happening. And she was already panicking, telling me, tell me something funny. So I'm like, think about this, think about that, think about this. And this whole time I'm like, Jesus Christ, what will I think about? So when we climbed on stage and they started playing song, I just had to be goofy and I started like, and then walking, like this whole thing, I was really, really nervous. I was like, oh.
I mean, my own nervousness had already happened.
So me walking on stage, I'm like, God, this is not, they're not the only ones watching me at this point.
No.
I
was watching.
Catching you, sure.
And I was like, yes, I was. Actually, I was eating chicken. I was like, I even watching. I like this girl's dress. See, literally. So you're right. No jokes. The world was actually watching. But I felt like the moment Ebuka said goodbye and thank you very much, it became real.
Yes.
Because all the whole getting on stage, that was, nice and good. But
that was preamble.
That was preamble. So now we don't know because, Big Brother tries to show us everything, but they really cannot show us everything.
Exactly.
So you've gotten into that house now.
Yeah.
Ebuka said, now is like, let's go.
Let's go.
That started.
Yes.
It's plenty. Let's start. From then on,
yes.
Waking up each day and knowing that, okay, I have a bunch of people out there that are probably going to have your fans giving themselves a name yet.
Yes.
Terminators.
I knew it. I was like, see, I said these people, they will call themselves Terminators. So first of all, you have a fan base outside that is now watching you every day. Yeah. You now have people that would, just because, look at her hand. Why is her hand like this? See this one, why is her nose like this? You're already people that will not like you.
Yeah,
so knowing you have to wake up every day to both sets of people, plus the housemates in the house.
Yeah.
What was your driving force every day you were in the house? I'm going to start with you, Toyos.
Okay, for me, it was like, The thing is, when I got into the house, I stopped thinking about the outside
That's
world.
the best thing to do. Don't worry. It's like the best thing to do. Just shut it out.
I stopped thinking about, I was not thinking about anybody. The only person I was thinking about was her. I made sure not to, I didn't think about anybody, because when you start to think about anybody at all, you start to feel homesick.
Well, we are Nigerians. You know your mommy and your daddy. You have home training. You say, they're watching me. I like do something bad.
There are times during our parties.
I'm like, oh God, my mama go see this one. So sometimes I'm like, oh my God, say, mama, Tami, your papa go see this one, and then we are dancing.
Oh my goodness. It's because the thing is, that's the reality of being in the house. But you guys definitely had fun, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
To be honest, every time I think about your time in the house, I'm like, okay, it's just one side of seeing how you both are probably living your day-to-day lives that we don't get to see, but now it's out there for all of us to see. So what would you say were moments where you were like, if I could change this time or this moment, I'd have probably done this thing differently? Or done a little more here, or done a little, or spoken up at this situation or something. If there's that one incident, what would it be for you?
I think for me to just be like, I would have just gotten straight into, because I know myself, I'm such a funny person. I'm so funny, and if you're around me, I think you would laugh out loud all the time. But people didn't get to see that side of me.
I know, because I'm having so much fun with you both. We just go to any house a little longer.
Honestly, didn't get to see that side of me because of a whole lot of things, and we are sharing the screen with a lot of people.
Yeah.
So maybe when you're active, the camera is on someone else. So yeah, people didn't get to see that side of me. So I think I would have just gotten straight to madness mode straight. I just kicked it off.
Not waited.
Not waited.
What about you, Danny?
I think it was the same for us. We could have just because for 2 days we were laid back. She had her own.
I had
menstrual
thing going on into the house, so it was. So
and me on the other end, it was a bit difficult to relate with that much people, different personalities, because everybody's trying to show off at the same time. So I was like, what's going on here? So I was a bit laid back. I think. We could have just gone straight into it.
Because the plans we had.
The plans we had for that house.
Oh God. We just needed one more day.
I think, and this is one of the things that really just makes me a bit. So Big Brother, I love Big Brother, but I don't understand all these rules they just keep putting up. It shifts things up in a crazy way, because again, when I think of how the eviction happened, I don't think anyone really saw that coming.
Nobody.
Did you guys see that happening?
No.
Nobody saw eviction coming in the first week.
Nobody.
I mean, 2 weeks?
Yes, but not
but
1
first week? No.
Even when Big Brother announced you guys are all up for eviction, we're like, it might just be fake
eviction. No, that was what everybody.
You know why Ebuka tried to do something like that the night you guys got into the house?
Yes.
Where he was like, okay, now everybody just went quiet, what's happening?
Even at that point, I told Tami, it's playing. We just got into the house. It can't be this serious yet. So that I was like, don't mind if Jerry is playing. So when my brother said you're up for eviction, you guys, I'm like, the brother is just playing.
And here we are.
You know what we're going to do? I want us to get into that eviction proper now. It was your people saying, and again, do you take it personal? Honestly?
No.
Right? Because if you think about it, they had to do what they had to do, right?
Yes.
But what do you think had the majority of people saying Tami?
I think it would have been the incident that happened in the kitchen. I don't know if you saw that.
Of course, but I don't want to see it, because I always say when I invite Big Brother housemates on the show, what we see and what's really happened are two different things. For the most controversial housemates, from Tachao to Bella and her boyfriend, every time they sit on this chair, I'm always like, is that really what happened? So I really want, and if you don't mind, just what really happened, because I'm sitting with you both and I'm not getting that energy of
it shouldn't have been something that was supposed to blow up that much. I mean, it didn't come from a place of rude. I think that's how they perceived it. And it was just a spur of the moment. It just happened, right? But she came to me the next day and said, people are talking.
People are avoiding me.
People are avoiding her.
People are not talking to me.
Yeah.
To you.
So
because of what happened
with you in the kitchen. I'm like,
so I kind of said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna apologize. So I was waiting for the HOH for a while. They were in their condo, but they didn't come out on time. So I was like, okay, you know what? All of you, please gather. I want to talk. So they all came together, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sincerely sorry for what had happened like earlier on, and I apologized sincerely. That's my apology. Oh God, it's sincere. But I think it just didn't go well with every other person, and they probably saw the trouble coming.
Yeah. Because
they probably saw the trouble coming.
There was a lot of tension already brewing.
It was already
different
brewing.
Housemates.
Yes.
And they knew that, okay, people had already said, this Toyosi, she doesn't talk so much, but her craze will be more. And I'm like, you got it right. Don't try me. So I kept on giving them warning. Don't try me. Don't try
so they
me.
saw it coming.
They saw it coming.
So they just had
but
to.
Here's the thing now. Here's my thing. That happened. And a lot of people outside the house are now saying, oh boy, this big one. Like, to be as if everybody will start walking on eggshells around everybody.
Yes.
Because if you think about it and you think about previous seasons, one of the things that really made the house fun was the fact that everybody was free to be who they went, who they were. So two housemates can have a nasty fight, and I can tell you anything I want to tell you because my being here is not dependent on you. But now with this new pattern where you're depending on the housemates, how you want to survive?
Go hard.
Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of, how will I put it? Can I say, ask it?
Let's say, behind licking.
Behind licking. There's going to be a lot of behind licking.
So especially with the custodian thing going on right now. Yes. There's going to be a lot of behind licking because what?
Because it holds so much power.
But I think that Big Brother did that was smart. Now, at the beginning of this interview, I asked you both if there's anything that's ever tried to come between you both. I feel what Big Brother is trying to do is if you are depending on each other to survive, somebody has to fight for that crown at the end of the day. So somebody might betray somebody. That might say, guys, I only betrayed you because I wanted us to win. But it might not end up well. So finding out that Kamsi was married though, outside the house, how did that make people feel?
Kelly,
yes, Kelly and Cassia. Thank you, not Kamsi, Cassia.
Double K. I'm happy for them.
I think
we are happy for them because we're matchmaking them for each other. Like,
I'm telling them that you guys are great.
So and I'm telling Cassia, the way you look at him,
does it make any now knowing outside because they are not yours. For now, knowing that's their strategy. Is it going to work?
Love it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You like it?
Love it.
I love it, but I just hope none of them lose guard.
Because
the theme is no lose guard.
It's a risky strategy.
It is a risky game.
So looking back now, who are people that you're gonna miss? Like, I'm gonna miss this person.
Our friends, the Aces.
The Aces.
Okay.
We're going to miss the Aces.
We're going to miss them. They are really
from Double
cool
K.
people.
Okay.
Cassia. Cassia so much.
I'm going to miss Kelly's smoothie. He makes smoothie. He makes smoothie for me every morning.
Who else?
Onyeka.
The Checkers.
She's but she can be emotional, but she's a sweet girl.
She is a very sweet girl. She's a very sweet girl.
Who do you think is gonna make it to the final 3 weeks in the house?
At this point, with the way things are brewing, we don't know.
We don't know. Because it's now getting hot.
If you had asked us yesterday, we would have given you an answer.
But
right now, we don't know.
Oh my goodness.
People are just coming up with a lot of things.
People are betraying each other.
But that's what I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, this thing is a business.
Yes.
Which is why I know they always say you can't mix business and pleasure. But Big Brother is mixing business and pleasure. Because you're bringing relationships.
Yes.
You're bringing business.
Yes.
I have no idea how it's going to play out, but I'm looking forward to the end. So now for both of you, you've come out of the house and you know the drill. As you've come out now, automatic superstar. So everybody was like, Tami, Dami, what are your rates? Can you please make an appearance here? You're going to be getting a lot of that. So what's the plan? What's this? Because I believe the same way you have a strategy going inside, what's coming outside?
Yes. So let her go first.
Of course. Talk to me.
So I'm working on like expanding my beauty business.
Okay.
I'm getting my own beauty line in the market and then just making it big. And also going to filmmaking.
That's good. That's good. What kind of films do you want to make?
Oh,
like short films? Do you want to do like major feature films?
Major feature films, short films, anything that has to do with camera.
Get it.
Get the money.
Yes, you're up next. What about you, Tami?
Nightlife. I mean, before I went into the house.
I feel like you'd be really good in that, to be honest. I can see your energy there. Like, I can see there.
Don't worry. When it is at night, that is where you will see my energy. Nightlife promotion in a big way. I'm open to collaboration, partnership, and all that stuff. Then also, I'm a professional chef.
Oh.
Yeah, so looking to going back to school, improving on my culinary skills and all that stuff. Then also presentation. Don't worry, I'm coming for your work.
We'll be seated here.
No, but honestly, I'm going to tell you both this. Right? I'd always say this about Big Brother, right? Because it's never the people that stay in the house the longest that do the best.
Yeah.
I tell you, I've seen people that stay to the last day, and I have no idea where they are.
Yeah.
So to be very honest, I feel like you both have a sparkle.
Thank you.
And you guys have personality. Are you guys actually going to be like taking a break, or was that a joke?
No,
we're not taking a break.
Because I'm like, oh, what's this one I'm hearing? Break us out.
No break.
that was just banter, right? That's not real.
There's no break. It's just like emotional, like just to get yourself together emotionally, but there's no break.
Yeah, but you guys are good, basically.
Yeah,
and I think that's the most important thing.
Yes.
You don't feel like she is the reason you're out of the house.
No, I do not feel like
These
that.
are very specific questions because it's important to clarify these things.
Yeah.
So you both are on good terms.
Yes.
Definitely.
And I love that for you guys. So
Thank
keep that
you.
sparkle.
Thank
Big Brother is a platform, but it's not a destination.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that once you've gotten in there, you've gotten the platform. What you now do with it is entirely up to you.
Thank you.
So get on that social media space, make some good money, make some great fans.
Thank you.
Get into a few fights because sometimes it's good for the brand, but
Not too much fight.
not too much, but just don't worry.
Spicy.
Yes, but Tami, this has been epic. Thank you so much for sharing your story, for sharing your journey. I'm looking out for you both.
Please do.
And I look forward to seeing more of you guys together and your beautiful energy. It is, like I said, it's a sparkle that I just hope keeps burning and burning.
Definitely
Burning and burning and burning.